Here's the audience for Colton's entertainment speech. Ready? Not everyone will get the experience of having an older brother. The less fortunate will not know what it's like to be a slave to someone just 3 years older than you. They will not know what it's like to experience watching someone wear a shirt for multiple years until all of a sudden see it hanging in their closet. All you can think is, well, it looks better on me anyway. No, many people will not have the advantage of growing up under someone who makes all the mistakes just so you don't have to. My older brother was a pretty big influence on my life. Some negative influences and some positive influences, but influences nonetheless. Some of those influences on the negative side were drinking and smoking at quite a young age. But those positive influences would be, he kept me active as we played outside a lot and did a lot of sports. He always supported me no matter what, but he also challenged me quite a bit. The challenge comes from him being bigger, better, and faster than me all the time, of course. Other influences he had on me were the sports I played and the music I listened to. Overall, he was a pretty cool older brother. He'd stand up for me regardless of what the situation was. He let me follow him around quite a bit, so that was also a pretty cool thing. And the combination of those two things made him my personal bodyguard. One other thing that I really appreciate him for is he always took the blame no matter what. One story that comes to mind is one time he let me hang out with him and his friends. I was probably about 14 years old, and I think it was a summer night. We're in his big red Jeep, so happened to be smoking some weed. Well, we got pulled over while we were driving around, and although there's no denying I was high, I did not admit it whatsoever. And he took all the blame. I got away scotch-free, and he ended up grounded and not allowed to drive that big red Jeep for a couple of weeks. Some of the biggest perks of having an older brother were when I got to high school. The second I stepped in that door, I knew almost every senior there was. Since he was so cool, a lot of his friends were also so cool, and they took me under their wing as if I was their younger brother. He'd always take my back in whatever situation I was in. Another thing is that guy would die for me, and I know that for a fact. If I had to go to war with anybody, or if I was going to get in a fight with someone, that's someone I would go grab is my older brother, no matter what. We definitely had our differences growing up. We fought quite a bit, and you could say he was a bully as well. But I feel like that just made me harder in life, and I was able to grow stronger because of those things. Ultimately, they brought us together and strengthened our relationship. But to this day, he's someone I can rely on, and someone that always has my back. So my older brother.